Hi everyone and welcome to today's Thank God It's Friday. Today we'll be mixing it up and I'll be using the new Encore ink from the Holiday Mini. Now this one here, it's on page 28 of the new seasonal holiday catalogue. Ooh, very excited. Okay, so I've got the silver and the gold here to use. But what today's card that we're going to do in Thank God It's Friday, we're going to be using the silver. And this one here is $16.95 Australian dollars. Okay, so now I've got Smoky Slate, Basic Grey, I've got the Embossing folder. I'm not too sure if this is still current in the catalogue. And the stamp set we'll be using is Postage Due. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to run this through the Big Shot and I'm going to meet it so it's actually flush at the bottom of the embossing folder, and I'm going to run that through like that. Okay, so I've got that main image from Postage Due on my big clear mount F block, and I'm just going to ink this up with my silver. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Alright, so now I've cut some vellum cardstock, so it's not going to reach all the way, but it's going to be pretty close. And I'm just going to make sure I just rub all the way. You can actually see it when you rub it go on your cardstock. Alright, so because it is a pigment ink, as you will need to let it dry for that little bit longer. I'm just pulling it away, and it is very shimmery and just divine. Okay, very excited. I'm loving this one. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside to dry, and that's going to be mounted on some basic grey cardstock. In the meantime, this is what the card looks like that's been embossed, and I'm going to get some basic pearls, and using the mini ones, they came in a big string. I'm going to put each individual one, except I cut my nails off, so I'm finding it very hard to keep picking these all up, picking them all up. Keeps coming away from me. Okay, I'm just trying to... Okay, so I've got a sentiment here and some more vellum. This is from Label Love, and I'm going to use the Mr. and Mrs. stamp set here. And I'm using basic grey ink. And I'm going to just ink up my sentiment. And stamp it on my vellum, so it is still quite transparent. Now, using the label matching coordinating punch, I'm going to punch that out in basic grey. Now, if I were to punch this out, it would be the exact same shape, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fussy cut right along that and adhere that down so it looks like there's going to be a layer. Okay, so here are all the pieces. You can see what I mean now because I've fussy cut right on this. As I adhere that down, I'm getting that layered, and you can see it's so minute, but the space around it, the basic grey, and it just looks fantastic. It follows the theme of me layering on here on basic grey as well. So let's time to get adhering. So definitely, because that's pigment ink, that silver Encore ink, I have left it as long as possible to do the last minute of adhering down and touching it, because I don't want to make sure it smudges. So here it's just going to be, it's 1/8 all the way around, just to have a little bit of a layer. And just using dimensionals now to put that layer down. Okay, so I've just put some snail down behind here, and I've just cut some Whisper White satin ribbon, which is an old retired one. But I think it needed something just behind there. That extra little bit. When I cut my nails off, it makes it hard to grab everything. Okay. And just adhere that down. Just to the side. Just like that. Okay, so I've actually just fussy cut at the bottom of that lace trim, and then I've done a Whisper White version as well, and I'm just going to match that towards the bottom here. I've put snail behind, and I'm just going to just snail that, press it where the snail is, and then I'm going to cut where it finishes on either side. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You can see the shimmers in the actual pigment ink. Isn't it just gorgeous? Okay, so that's today's wedding card. You can see, I'm trying to figure out how else I can not see the actual adhesive, which you can see, and you'll probably able to pick it up in the photo because it's vellum. So probably I'd maybe use Sahara Sand. I know it's retired next time, or I know you can get some vellum like tape, so maybe I can get my hands on that next time. Alright, there you go. Thanks for watching Thank Card It's Friday. Hope you enjoy something different using a new fabulous ink of Stampin' Up. And then you can also probably do a gold version as well. Okay, thanks for watching. Happy paper crafting, peeps.